All right, I'm in my happy place, my classroom. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday, no, it's Thursday, August 12th, and I am headed to school. I do need to make a pit stop at Walmart, to pick up command strips and double-sided tape. I also have my new lunchbox, which I will link in the description down below. I did get it on a lightning deal. It's like a $60 lunchbox and I paid $16.99 for it. It's huge. If you are a meal prepper like I am, it's awesome. We're going to hit the road. That way I can get started working in my room. I am there until 4:30 today when Dusty's gonna meet me there. We're gonna take the U-Haul to drop it off up in Augusta. And then we're gonna hit Sam's Club and maybe Target if I can convince him to go, and just kind of enjoy an afternoon of just us. And we really need that. So we're gonna go do that. But I'm gonna hit the road, that way I can get to school at a decent hour, and I'll talk to you guys when I get there. All right, I'm in my happy place, my classroom. It's now my happy place because I am enjoying the space more and more now that it's becoming very me. My plan for today, let me turn you around and show you what I'm hoping to get done today. I want to go through all of these books, pull off what I want to keep. I also want to find a new home for all of these student textbooks. This is going to be where my desk is going to go. So the door to my classroom is right there, and I'm thinking of putting my teacher desk here. I did order one on Amazon last night. I will link it down below. I will let you know how it is, but I'm thinking of putting the desk kind of right here. So like we'll pretend that this is the desk. So it's gonna go here and it's gonna face out to the classroom. So this will be my view. Obviously desks will not be stacked on top of each other. But this is gonna go here. I think I'm gonna keep the fridge there and just turn it. And then this is going to be my teacher hub. So my daily bins, my teacher toolbox, all of those things will go on this back shelf. And it'll be like, some shelves will be decorative, some will be, you know, purposeful. My goal is to move most of these things. I'm not teaching math, so like I'm gonna actually pull all of that out and get it ready for the teacher that is going to teach math. So a lot of this is going. I also have this space that I need to clean out, and I think most of these things are going to go in here. I'm gonna leave that side open, obviously, for my coats. And then I do wanna clean off these things, at least just pull down all of the trash. So that is the plan for today. We'll see how productive I am. Like I said, most of this is going. A lot of this is science and math, and I'm teaching social studies and ELA, so it does not have a purpose for me this school year. And I just wanna make sure that everything is ready to go for the 5th grade homeroom teacher who is teaching 5th and 6th science and math, and then I'm 5th, 6th social studies and ELA. Also, this morning for $4.99, I did order solid black border trim, and I'm gonna try sticking it out like underneath this. I don't love the green, and I'm hoping the black will kind of break it up. If not, I'm just gonna go with solid black all the way around because I'm not loving this green, but I'm curious if there's black, like it's a double border, if that will help. However, I push my border trims all the way to the edge. So for example, the silver trim on the bulletin board is right here. I like to have as much space as possible. So I'm not sure how layering is gonna be without having to pull it all off and start again. Golden State Educate, I believe that's her YouTube name, encouraged me to remove this. It never even crossed my mind to pull this off the wall. Like, it serves no purpose here. It is beat up, it's ugly. So I think I'm gonna pull it down, and if I do want it, like I can put it over by my desk, but I have no purpose for it. I'm really just hoping that it's not just painted around, although I think it is because I can see paint on it. So I have a feeling it's gonna be a different color paint behind it, but that's fine. I can hang something there. It's just, it's at a weird height, and it's just weird, guys. I do just wanna point something out real quick. So I can be And Dusty can vouch for this, my parents can vouch for this. It's not my strongest quality, and it is something that I'm slightly ashamed about. But let me grab a chair real quick. I can be quite a brand snob when it comes to certain things. Like, I will wear Goodwill, I don't care. I am a bargain shopper, but I do like name brand things. So when I saw caddies at Walmart, I was a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, about the quality. I bought them anyway because I figured for $2, like, who cares? I can get new ones next year. I was loading them in the cart this morning. I almost just turned that over and it's full of push pins. I forgot I put those in there yesterday. I was loading the cart and I realized, you guys didn't know this, now you know, all of the book bins that Walmart sells, I'm trying to get it out of this cart. Okay, so all of the book bins that Walmart sells, you guys, are Storex. You know, the expensive brand, like all of the book bins on Amazon, and they sell things on their website. All of the super cheap Walmart brands that are sold under Pen and Gear are Storex. And if you don't believe me, turn them upside down. So this is the supply caddy, Pen and Gear, right? $2. It's Storex. It is literally Storex brand. Can you believe that? And so are their cubby bins. This is gonna be our book bins. I just have to double check the size. Also, Storex. I may be late to the party. I did not know that. Super excited because Storex brands last forever. I purchased them not knowing anyway, but I have Storex teal bins, which are actually right there, for my classroom. I've had them since I started teaching. I'm going into my 5th year this year and they look brand new. I throw them in the dishwasher like every other year. Some years more than others, they need them. But I do throw them in the dishwasher, and guys, they are perfect condition. They aren't bent, they're not cracked or broken or faded. So Storex is where it's at, and you can get them at Walmart. It's all under Pen and Gear. Like, my mind is blown. I cannot believe I did not know that, but now I do, and I'm very happy. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work. Of all of the books on this shelf, this is what I kept. And some of it is questionable, but I feel like it's things that they may be interested in, or they are genres that I don't have a ton of that I've been trying to get more of, like a lot of adventure and mystery books, because my group last year loved mystery and horror. And I don't have a lot of that because in previous groups they didn't enjoy those. So I did pull a lot of adventure books off the shelf, and I have a couple sports ones and some historical fiction, which I also don't have a ton of. So I am now going to find somewhere to put these, like a box or something, and I'm gonna try to get the shelf over by the door so that the custodian knows, like, I want this out of my room. Positive note, I got my work laptop, which is exciting. On a not so positive note, I broke the window shade and it almost broke my watch, but it didn't. So it's really hot, so I tried to close the shades just to kind of keep some sunlight out. You guys, I pulled on it and it stayed, and then as I turned to walk away, it came crashing to the ground. So that was fun. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to send an email to our secretary because I don't know how to get in touch with the custodian. Also, these 2 boxes are books. This is all stuff to go. So I'm just gonna create a pile back here of everything that needs to leave the room, and this is where it's all going to live until it gets out of my room. So sliding it away from the wall, the back paneling literally was just staying there. So thankfully, I don't think I'm gonna put the wood under it. I think I can just manhandle this and go that way with it. So at least that makes my life a little bit easier, and then I can just travel with that. I will say there are nails sticking out of it, so I think I'm gonna lean it up against that window, and then all of it can just hopefully disappear by the time I come back next week. This thing is so unsturdy. I have never seen such an unsturdy, is that a word? Whatever, piece of furniture in a classroom in my life. Also, shocker, there's no electrical outlet back there. That is honestly like my biggest complaint about this classroom, is there are no outlets anywhere. This is sucks, like major suckage. My mature statement of the day. Classroom library is kind of set up. Now I have two options. This Calyx unit is the same height as that, or same width, so essentially I could stand it up there, or I can just leave it and use it as a bench, which I originally intended to. So I do have a couple of options. We'll see how much space I need for books, but as of right now I am going to put this other lamp over there. Regardless of what happens, that is going to go. And then yeah, maybe next time I go to Jersey I'll just get another one of these, or I'll keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace. So many decisions to be made, and I'm not good at making these decisions, but I need to turn that around because the sticker's on that side. I'm gonna start getting my books in here. Actually, no, I'm gonna get everything pulled off that shelf over there. It all needs to go that way because it's not centered. Decisions. Executive decision has been made. Once I have an extension cord, actually, I can make this work. I am going to pull this out and center this. I absolutely hate that it's not centered with the tapestry, so I am going to move that out and then go from there. All right, I like it much better. I think it looks more inviting. I think I'm gonna put that little cart here. It'll hide this wire. Eventually that'll kind of be tucked back there, but I think this is the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna put some books up here for display. Classroom library return will live there. I think I like it. I think. There are too many decisions to be made and my brain just can't handle all of these decisions, but I do want to see if these bins fit side by side. Plan backfired. I bought these in hopes that they would fit side by side, but they don't. I don't know what to do. I actually don't hate that. I think I may double up. I just have to figure out what will be doubled up. Okay. Not at all what I wanted, but it works and we're gonna leave it because like I said, we are going with what we have this year. I put this here, obviously I need to clean it off, but I put this cart here and this is gonna hold bookmarks, reading guides, like anything students may need for reading, maybe some post-its, but things for reading are gonna go in here. And then I have these little Sterilite bins, which they do fit pretty well. I need to go through them and I need to finish labeling them. This is what was not planned, but they work and they do add some color. I don't love them, but they work. And then I have 4 more bins. I have 2 teals and then I need 4 more of each Sterilite bin. So they do have them at Walmart right now, so I'm gonna have to go buy some. I did center it and I like it a lot better. Obviously gotta get this filing cabinet out of here, but I am liking it. It needs something over there and it needs something over there. But for right now, I'm not hating this. I definitely want to paint the classroom one day, but baby steps. Right now, I just need to get everything set up. I just need to vent for a second. To people leaving a classroom, if you leave, take your stuff with you. They should not have a pile like this of your stuff when you leave the room. Insane. These are just random dividers that are all written on, so you can't use them. Same thing with the manila folders back there. Plastic bags, bins that are used and abused. Honestly, this is a good card. I just have no use for it. Old calendar things, but some are missing. Again, used and abused bins. Like, come on, friends. Be fair. Honestly, who wants a bin that's like this? This is insane. If you're leaving a classroom, take at least the broken, written, used, and abused stuff with you. Please throw it out. Just do something with it so that the new teacher does not have to deal with it. But on a positive note, it's almost done. On a not so positive note, I can't really do much until all of this stuff is gone, and I don't know when it's gonna be gone, and I'm really hoping that they take it all. I would load all of this stuff up in the trash can if I had it, but I don't. That's all math stuff, which I'm assuming is gonna go to my co-teacher. These are all books I need to go through. Those are all math workbooks. This is all ELA stuff, so that's staying, except that's math. Social studies here, more books. All science, I'm assuming that's going to her. I'm gonna put all of the science stuff, actually I'm gonna leave it right where it is. And then I'm going to put all of the social studies stuff in this closet. something frustrating like that, I like to work on something fun. So now I'm going to work on the affirmation station mirror. Hello. So I'm going to work on this. I have 21 dots, and because this is like something that I say all the time, I think I'm gonna put this one up top. This is a hair crooked, but all right, whatever. I'm gonna put this up here. So I hung this with command hooks, command strips, not hooks. I'm just gonna put this one at the top, and then I'm gonna put them all the rest down along this side. So I'm gonna work on this, and I will show you guys how it looks after I'm done. So part of me like legit wants to plan this out as far as measuring and spacing, and part of me just says go for it, but I don't feel like doing it again because I think I'm gonna use hot glue and not double-sided tape. I'm gonna help with my phone because my vlogging camera is still charging. I got the affirmation station done. I only burnt myself with the hot glue gun once and it still hurts, not gonna lie. So it's all finished. This is far away. Hello. All right, going back. I also put all of the novel studies that I'm supposed to use into bins. There's more like, let me try see if I can kind of tilt one this way. See how they're kind of stacked in the back? Whatever is stacked in the back, I put at least one here. That way I can kind of see where everything is and which bin I would need to pull down if I need to use one of those books. And then I did all of their take-home bins. I don't know how many kids I'm gonna have, but I have 20 bins that can be used for this. I do have more. I don't think I'm gonna have that many. I need to make a number 3, and then if need be, I need to make a 20. I don't know what happened to 3. Like, it should be here. It may actually be in another box, but that's all done. Eventually, I'm gonna pull all of those numbers down and just redo them because, well, I don't like them. So this is kind of how this is looking now. That being said, I am starving and I did bring my lunch today, so I'm gonna go heat up my food and then just kind of come in here. I'm probably gonna clear off my rocking chair and eat in that and just kind of veg out for a few, take a break, and then get back to it. I just finished eating lunch and I have 2 hours left before Dusty's done work and starts to head this way. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to start breaking down the desks because that's the current situation. That way, even with this pile of junk in the middle, I can start to get a feel. Now, out in the hallway, there is a giant trash bin. I may put all of like the big plastic stuff from here, like the easy to grab stuff, because it is really deep and I don't wanna make life harder for our custodian, but I do wanna make it easier. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wheel that in here and get at least some of the stuff in there. That way I can like say, hey, there's a couple things left in there that need to go, but at least this part is done for you. And probably start organizing books. Like I said, I'm gonna do it by just genre, as far as like realistic fiction, historical fiction. And then within that, I think I'm just gonna go in rainbow order because I have done author's last name and kids don't ever put them back, and it takes more time out of my day, and the kids don't care. They peruse anyway, they don't know. So like any author that I have a bunch of books by, I do tend to group them together. Like Dan Gutman I have a bunch of, Mike Lupica I think is how you say the name. So things like that I'm gonna put together. But other than that, like, it is what it is. Progress is being made. I'm gonna walk over here. My classroom library is coming along. It looks like a disaster right now because that's all junk. This is pretty much how it's going to look once it's finished. These are almost done. This I am waiting on bins in order to finish this top shelf. All those books need to be separated into genres or categories and things like that. I did sadly find out that we're not supposed to have lamps, but I'm just gonna keep them off like until students come in. If they say something, then I'll toss them. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. I also found that we're not allowed to hang things from the ceiling. Technically that's not hanging from the ceiling, so we'll see if they let me have that. If not, I'm just gonna drop it down and it can kind of sit almost on the bookcases. But for right now, that's just how it's going to be. My table's a mess. My room's a mess. I'm gonna start straightening up. Dusty's gonna be heading this way shortly. I still have quite a bit of time because he literally just texted me that he got stuck on another project before he walks out the door for work. So I'm just gonna work on getting everything kind of straightened up. I made a huge mess today, so I just wanna organize everything into like things that need to go versus things that need to stay, and where things go, and all of those things. So that's what we're gonna work on, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what I'm gonna work on until he gets here because I don't want to get knee deep into a project and then like stop. So I may just move this over to where my desk is and just start kind of putting some different things away and seeing like where different things fit and things like that. So yeah, we'll find something to do. I'm hoping that you can hear me because I'm driving the U-Haul, but Dusty ended up showing up, so I didn't vlog before I left my classroom. So before I left, I ended up organizing some stuff of teacher supplies on that shelf that's going to be behind my desk. That's really all I ended up getting to, so it's really bright. So didn't get a ton done. Well, actually no, I did get a ton done, but not like stuff that I didn't get to film for you guys. So really didn't miss all that much. But I am going to end this vlog off here. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit subscribe, especially because part 2 will be coming very, very shortly. And if you guys have not started school yet, go ahead and drop it down below. I'm curious what day you guys start.